Hello, dear students. Once again, I am here with a video on some application of trigonometry. Children, you have done trigonometry, and here is the application of that. With this chapter, it will be clear to you that why you have read trigonometry. Now, children, for understanding the concept involved in this chapter, you must understand what are angle of elevation and angle of depression. So, children, just listen. If suppose your eye of the observer, your eye, or if the observer is there, any observer is there, observing any object. Suppose this is the eye of a person who is observing sun. So this is the eye and this is the line of straight vision. If this person has to see nothing, then its general sight of vision will be straight. कहीं नहीं देख रहे हैं तो हम generally straight देख रहे होते हैं. So that means at rest, or when we are not observing anything, that means the line of vision will be straight line. So this is the line of straight vision. And if the child wants to see sun, then definitely it will raise his eye from this straight vision to this angle, from this straight ray to this ray. This will become the line of sight to observe the sun. So children, the angle between the straight vision and the sight, line of sight that the person has taken to observe sun, the angle between these two lines will be the angle of elevation. He elevated his sight. ऊपर उठाया है स्ट्रेट विजन से ऊपर कितना उठाया, that angle is known as angle of elevation. And now we will understand what is angle of depression. So usually this is the line of straight vision, and if this is the line of straight vision and the person wants to see the flag which is at the ground level, whereas the person is observing on the top of certain building or at some height, then definitely the straight vision is above than the uh, object the person wants to observe. So that means he has to down his line of vision. So that means the line of vision will get depressed. So from this, so the line of vision will become this. From straight to it to this line, it will turn. So this turn of angle, this angle from straight vision to this line of sight to observe this object below the observer, below the line of straight vision, this angle जितना आपने नीचे किया आई को from straight vision, that angle is known as angle of depression. Once again we will revise. स्ट्रेट विजन से आप जितना आई को ऊपर उठाएंगे स्ट्रेट विजन से ऊपर वाली चीजों को देखने के लिए, दैट इज नोन एज एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन. और स्ट्रेट विजन से आई को जितना आप नीचे झुकाएंगे अपनी विजन वाली लाइन से नीचे ऑब्जेक्ट को देखने के लिए, that angle is known as angle of depression. So with reference of this straight vision we always talk. So that means this line is very, very important. First of all, we will analyze where is our line of straight vision. फिर straight vision से आपने कितना ऊपर देखा, that is angle of elevation. और straight vision से आपने कितना नीचे देखा, that is angle of depression. I hope it is clear. Now let's see the formation of angle of elevation and angle of depression in two different cases. So children, see, the person is standing here and he want to see on the top of this floor. The person is here. So if it is here, the person is here, that means this is a straight vision. ये straight vision है. ये अगर स्ट्रेट विजन है तो उसने ऊपर देखने के लिए अपनी आंख को कितना ऊपर उठाया. सो द लाइन ऑफ विजन changed from this straight vision to this line. That means this angle framed between straight vision and the line of sight to observe the object here on the top is known as angle of elevation. यहाँ से यहाँ तक उसने अपनी आंख को ऊपर उठाया है. This is the angle formed in the eye of the observer from straight vision to the line of sight where he wants to see the object. This angle is known as angle of elevation. Similarly, if the person is standing on the top and he wants to see a tree on the ground, that means if you are here and you are observing nowhere, that means your line of vision is this. Straight vision is this. To see the tree, definitely your line of vision will decline to a certain angle, and this change, the angle is framed between the straight vision and the line of sight to see this tree is known as angle of depression. आपने straight vision से नीचे देखा है. जब नीचे देखेंगे तो angle of depression बनेगा. जब angle of depression बनता है, then observer is always at certain height and he wants to see the object below it. Okay? And when angle of elevation is formed, then the person is on the ground or is at lower level to the object he want to observe. So he is on the ground and he want to observe the thing lying here. Is that clear? So in that case, straight vision से ऊपर देख रहा है तो angle of elevation, straight vision से नीचे देख रहा है तो angle of depression. So if you are able to understand this concept, children, then you will be finding no problem in understanding this exercise. Now let's start with question number 4 of this exercise. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Children, we will draw the straight thing or the vertical thing with vertical line, and the horizontal objects we will draw with horizontal lines. So tower is always standing vertical on the ground. Therefore, I represented this tower by this vertical line. AB is representing the tower. And the person is standing here on this point, C. So this is the position of the observer. This is the position of the observer, and this is the tower. So the person is standing on the ground since the height of the observer is negligible and it is not mentioned in the question. So till it is not mentioned in the question, you will consider that the height is negligible and therefore you will not consider it at all. Therefore, this is the eye. Our level of the eye is at the ground because in comparison to the tower, the height of the person is very small. Therefore, almost at the ground, the eye of the observer lies. And from here, this is, if the eye is here, this is the straight vision. To see the top of the tower, the person has to uplift his eye. Therefore, here you will get the angle of elevation. From ground, it is uplifted to an angle of 30 degrees. It is given in the question. So this will become the line of sight. And he is observing here. So this is known as the rough diagram. And children, explaining the figure is a must. Which line is representing what? the two things are very important to explain: what is given and what do you want to calculate. So in this question, you are given tower and you want to find out the distance of the tower from the observer. That means you want to find out BC. So children, mentioning these two things to explain the figure is a must, and if you are using something else to find it out, you have to explain that also. But here the required thing is to write down height of the tower. So AB is the line which is representing height of the tower, and BC is the distance of the observer from the tower. Children, this explanation of the figure carries half mark, and this figure carries 1 mark. If it is a 4-marker question, you will get 1.5 mark just for drawing the figure and explaining it. So it is a must do part. So children, now this is distance of the observer from the tower is 30 meter. Now to start with the question, now we have to apply trigonometry. And whenever you are applying trigonometry, children, you have to see two sides of the triangle. One should be known to you and the other that you want to calculate. So tower, the height of the tower you want to calculate, and base of the triangle is 30 meter, that is given to you. The side opposite to theta is always considered as perpendicular. So this is perpendicular. Opposite to right angle is hypot, the rest is base. So in this way, this is the perpendicular, this is hypot, and this is the base of the triangle. And the two sides that I want to calculate and the one which is given to us are AB. AB आपको निकालनी है और BC आपको given है. That means perpendicular आपको निकालना है और base आपको given है. Write down these two sides in upon form, AB upon BC, that is perpendicular upon base, and perpendicular upon base is always tan theta. So you will write perpendicular upon base, perpendicular upon base, and perpendicular upon base is tan theta. Theta is given in the question, that is 30 degree. So here you will write down 30 degree. Now put the value that you know. So that means AB will remain as it is. In place of BC, you will write 30, and tan 30 degree, you must remember the values of the trigonometric angles at different angles, that is 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, and 90 degree. So that table must be there in your mind always. So this is AB upon 30 is equal to 1 upon square root 3. Therefore, AB is equal to, take this 30 this side, when you transpose it, it will be 30 upon root 3. And you know, if you have an irrational number in the denominator, rationalization is a must do part. Therefore, you will rationalize and you will get this as 10 square root 3. So if he's not giving you the value of root 3, you may leave your answer here, even 10 square root 3 meter. But sometimes in the question he gives you that root 3 is the has the value 1.732. So you will put this value, multiply, and will get the answer. This is the approximate answer, children, because you have use the value of root 3 up to 3 places of decimal only. So in this way we can calculate the given height or the distance using trigonometry in this chapter of height and distance or application of trigonometry. Let's do one more question. So in this question, there is a kite which is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground, and the string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. The inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. Find the length of the string, assuming that there is no slack in the string. So children, here is the kite, and height is always taken perpendicular to the ground. Whenever you want to measure the height of a certain object, it is always measured by perpendicular. So this is the height which is given 60 meter, and this is the string, and with this string it is tied to a point C on the ground. So he wants us to find out this line, the length of this string. So let us name this triangle, and here AB is the height of the kite. So this is given. So definitely you are going to explain the figure and will write that AB is the height of the kite. And what do you want to calculate? You want to calculate the length of the string, which is AC. So AC is the length of the string, one known and one side that you want to calculate. At least this much is must, and if you want to will be taking the help of any other side, you will be explaining that also, but it is not required in this triangle. Now two sides, one is known, the other that you want to calculate. Let us see what are these sides. This is the side opposite to theta, so that means this is the perpendicular. This is the side opposite to hypot, 90 degree, therefore this is hypot. So the known side is perpendicular, and the side that you want to calculate is hypot. So the two side that you will be using in this question is perpendicular and hypot. Put it in fraction form. So this is perpendicular upon hypot, perpendicular upon hypot. So perpendicular upon hypot is sine 60, perpendicular is AB, hypot is AC. So children, and sine 60 degree, because angle is given in the triangle as 60 degree. Now let's put the value. AB is given equal to 60 degree. AC you will copy as it is because you want to find its value. And then sine 60 is square root 3 by 2, children. Now take this to this side and bring this square root 3 this side and take AC that side. So AC is equal to 60 into 2, that is 120, and root 3 when you bring it this side, it will be 120 upon square root 3. Again the square root 3 is in the denominator, therefore you have to rationalize. So when you rationalize, it will be 40 square root 3 meter. That will be the length of the string. And if the value of a square root 3 is given to you, you will put that value, calculate it, and it will be 69.28 meter approximately. This way you are going to solve all the questions of the exercise gradually. Try yourself, and we will meet with more questions from this exercise in our next video. All the best, children.